later in the season. Okay, so the gobbler, you didn't call him in. Now you're just kind of walking around prospecting. So how does a hen, lonely hen, actually yelp? Well, she starts out with a fairly not loud yelp, but kind of a little bit medium tone yelp, probably 3 to 7 yelps. Just okay. So kind of medium, kind of hey, where are you? Okay. If she doesn't hear anything, then she's gonna get a little louder, because and it's fine for you to get louder. You want the gobbler to hear you. Okay. So the second time, so say I called, didn't get anything. So now I'm gonna call again a little louder. I get a gobble. So that's how you kind of prospect. You want to start low and then go louder. Low and then louder. So now let's talk about henned up gobblers, the subject everyone hates. You get into the middle of the season, they're all henned up. What do? A lot of guys leave by 8 o'clock because they say they're done, okay? Well, there's 2 ways to handle that. We'll talk about the harder way to start with. The harder way to do it is try to call the hens, okay? So there's always a dominant hen, okay? And you can kind of tell her because she's usually the one closest to the gobbler. So what you really want to do is try to make her mad. If you can make her mad and try to put your dominance over her, she's going to kind of come over to you and try to basically tell you to shut up, okay? So what you can do is you can just lay it on. Gobble, 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 gobble. Gobble, gobble, gobble. All trying to get her to answer you, because she's gonna cackle or yelp back at you, just chirp, 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 just shut up, basically. I'm a dominant hen. Why are you being so vocal? Just shut up. And that's when, once you get her to answer, then you answer her right back in the exact same tone and exact same rhythm that she did. So if you're just back and forth, back and forth. You're more or less just trying to annoy her. And she's going to come over and she's basically going to say, okay, I'm dominant hen. You need to be quiet, woman. Okay? That's basically what you're trying to do. And she comes over to you and she brings the gobbler with you. That's the harder thing to do. It's not always, you can't always get her to respond. A lot of times they're more worried about feeding than anything. Well, they've already been bred, so they're moving on anyway. The easier thing to do is just wait. And that's what a lot of guys don't have the patience to do, especially during the middle of the season to the late of the season. You might get on the roost, call him in, shoot him, okay, fine. But from about 8 o'clock to 9:30, 10, if they got hens, they're tending to their hens, and you're not over worried about you. So it kind of turns into deer hunting, where you're just kind of sitting and waiting, where you're trying to make a hen mad between 7:30, 8 to 10 o'clock. After 10 o'clock, things start heating back up, because what happens is the hens will go to nest, not roost. The hens will go to nest. So once they go to nest, the gobblers are looking for another hen that hasn't been bred. That can be a dynamite time to kill a gobbler, somewhere between 9:30 and 1 o'clock. In Missouri, the day ends at 1 o'clock. So I've killed as many birds, or more actually now, after 9 o'clock than I have off of the roost. Which a lot of guys go, okay, well that's how was that? Well, it's simple. You go find you a you know the area well. You know where the strut zones are. You know where the creek lines are, the ridges are. You go set up on one of them spots, and you just set and you just call. Okay? You just sit there and wait 15, 20 minutes. Don't hear nothing. And what'll happen is, as they're working the ridges, they'll work back to you, because they're creatures of habit. They go down the same areas. Okay, they're gonna work. One of them's gonna work up that area back towards you, close to you. And once he's in earshot and he's lost all his hens, you're gonna fire him up. And if you're somewhere he wants to go anyway, it's just that much better. He's like, okay, let's go this way. I like this area over here. I'm used to it. And that's the easiest way to deal with henned up gobblers, in my opinion, is just to wait them out for the hens to go to nest. Because they're going to go to nest. They got to lay an egg. So that's the best way to deal with that. I'm going to finish out this video talking a little bit about pace and the amount you should call. Everybody has their own opinion on how much you should call. Some people will say, oh, it doesn't matter, call as much as you want. Some will say, well, I only call about every 30 minutes and it's just a few licks. Okay. It varies across the board what you can do. And frankly, at times, depends on how hot the gobbler is, it can work any of it. I typically say do as much as necessary. Okay, that's extremely vague. Well, what I mean is do enough that you're keeping his interest, but don't do so much that he's gonna get leery of you. So key, an example of that is 2 years ago I called a gobbler from about a half mile away. Okay, so in calling that gobbler, I was just literally, it took 45 minutes to call him. And he's way up other ridge, and I'm in the bottom, creek bottom, and I just gobble, gobble. Okay, I'm done. That's all I'm doing. Put the call down, I'm sitting, I'm watching, eating a cracker, whatever, drinking my bottle of water, just waiting. Okay, 15, 20 minutes later, gobble, gobble. I may add just a little bit more, maybe throw in a few clucks, a few purrs, wake him up, back down I go. And he would just literally come right down the ridge, came off to my left, came in, I killed him in a clover field. So your pace, when you're doing that kind of thing, about just a little bit of calling, just enough to keep his interest, but not too much. You don't want to be sitting there just constantly firing him up, because every time you're firing him up, he stops. Okay? You want him moving. Okay, because there's a lot of things that can happen. Coyotes, other gobblers, if he's a subordinate, dominant gobbler shows up. There's a lot of things that can happen. You want to keep him moving. And the best way to do that is just keeping his interest. Okay? Now rhythm. Best way to do rhythm on your yelps and your purrs and things like that is just search some turkeys on YouTube and listen to them, how they actually yelp. And they break it up a lot. Okay, they don't usually call the same way twice. I mean, you maybe want to chirp, 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 just 3, or you may want to just put 6 to 8 of them together. Vary what you do, because that's the way hens really act in the field. Same way with clucks and purrs. Kind of mix them in, and like I said, you get beyond the first week, and even during the first week, cluck and purr as much as you yelp. A lot of guys just yelp, 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 yelp. And some of the guys want to go, see how slow that is? That's not good pace. You want to listen to it, just listen to a turkey and match what they do. Match the pace and don't overcall. So that's the video for this week. Hopefully you liked it. Hopefully you learned something. Next week, hopefully this wind delay, it's been warm all week, but we've had 30, 40 mile an hour winds, and trying to do decoy strategy with your decoy spinning in circles doesn't really do you much good. I might show some videos just to how to stop it from spinning when the wind's like that, but it didn't really work out too well. So hopefully I can bring that to you some next week. I'm also going to get into some actual rigging for snagging paddlefish, and talk a little more about that. We'll be doing that more, and I'm actually going to take some videos of us snagging in the next few weeks. So if you liked what you saw, hit subscribe, like the Facebook page, and thank you for watching, and have a great day.